My name is Jim Roman. I'm the owner of AJ's Barbecue Pit.
Okay, can you describe a few products that you sell?
We're a barbecue restaurant, which is something that's not heard of here in East Los Angeles. We do barbecue from ribs, chicken, tri-tip, and we offer a little bit of authentic things that East LA is used to, such as quesadillas and nachos, with a little twist to them because we use the products that we use, such as chili beans and the meats like tri-tip, chicken that's cooked on the grill, pulled pork. So it's a little untraditional, but at the same time keeping with the East LA flavor.
What form of business organization does your business have? Is the business a sole proprietorship or a partnership?
Well, when we first opened the business, over 2 years ago, in April it was 2 years, we started as a partnership. It was a partnership, one, especially nowadays when finances are tough, it makes it a little easier when you have a partner who can financially back up one's ideas, dreams, and goals. However, when you open a partnership, you have to make sure that you're either going to be a silent partner with just finances, or you want to be a 50% partner who's going to put in his fair share of the work. As my partner soon realized, the restaurant business is a lot of hard work. It's a business that takes day and night, 7 days a week, open to close, and you really have to have a passion for cooking. You have to have a passion for creating something on the grill. Something that my partner realized he didn't enjoy. He eventually became a financial partner in the sense that it became just kind of like a loan. He said, you know what, I see your passion in the business, just take over, do what you got to do, just pay me back what I lent you to open the business. But again, I consider him a partner in the sense that without his finances, I would be unable to have ever opened this business. And here we are 2 years later.
Who or what are your big competitors?
Well, one of the things when you open a business up is you obviously have to know who your competitors are. You definitely need to know their products as well and compare to. So we did our homework and we traveled and tasted some of the barbecue of the area. At the time there wasn't much competition. I believe the nearest one to us is located in downtown Los Angeles, which is approximately 15 minutes away from here. We went in there, tried their product. I think their place was a little different in that they smoke their foods and they happen to sell alcohol, which we don't. And here we don't smoke our foods either. We do what is called Santa Maria deep cast iron pit cooking. It's basically a style that was created up north in Santa Maria. It's a little different. As far as the competition, we said East LA has never had a barbecue restaurant, so there really is no competition. We're an untapped market, and we've been, I guess, moving forward on that basis that there is no competition. However, 2 years later, out on Whittier Boulevard, just what would it be? It would be east of Atlantic. There's a new barbecue restaurant that's opening up. So what that tells me is that people probably saw what we were doing and said, hey, you know what? This barbecue thing in East LA, it might be working. So they decided to open up a place out there. So that tells me that we're maybe, heading in the right direction, or at least we have a good idea that other people feel is also good.
When was the business started?
It opened April 9th of 2009. That first day that we were open, everyone that we invited and that know about the grand opening, we gave away free food that day. We gave away free ribs, free chicken for everybody to come in and just enjoy our product. From that day on, we really kept our business, or built our business on the concept of giving to receive. You have to be able to give something in order to receive something in the future. And that's how you build a clientele, through goodwill, through being able to do good things in the community, and by giving to receive. So that's, like I said, from day one, that's what we've been doing.
Why did you decide to go into this line of business?
I enjoyed barbecuing. My mother was a cook. This was her line of work when she was alive. When she was alive, she always used to tell my wife and I, hey, you guys open up a restaurant, I'll help you guys. I'll do what it takes to help you guys, open a restaurant. Of course, she never thought barbecue, she always thought Mexican food. But, she passed away, it's been well over 10 years, and, actually 13 years. And in that time, I myself got into the trucking business. And being a truck driver and traveling across the United States, and being a connoisseur of foods, I often found myself trying to find places where I can park and walking distance to go try some barbecue. So I've tried a lot of barbecue throughout different states in the United States, and I think the one thing that I realized about barbecuing is what makes the barbecue is the sauce. Because there's only so many different things you can do to meats, but what makes them all unique and different is the barbecue sauce. That's one of the things we did when we opened this. We knew that one, there was a need. There was a need for barbecue in East LA because there was no barbecue. I've been in the trucking business for 13 years. I kind of peaked, and the trucking industry started to take a change. I was going to have to start all over again in order to build up a trucking business. And I said, if I'm going to start from scratch and have to work hard and sacrifice, I'm going to do it with something that I really wanted to do, a passion for cooking. And like I said, as the old cliche says, if you never try, you'll never know. And I had to try. I had to give it a shot and see if it could work. Before we even started, we were doing it like all the taqueros here in East LA. We were posting up on a street corner of Indiana and 5th Street just on the weekends, selling ribs and chicken off a street corner. And we lasted about 3 months. In those 3 months, the business kept growing and growing. More and more people started coming around, and we started getting even regulars that were coming around for the ribs, chicken, and tri-tip we had. But after 3 months, the inevitable happened. The health department came around, and they said, no mas. They took all our equipment. They said, you can't be doing this. But I want to say almost about a year later, after that happened, we were blessed to have opened this place. But at least it gave us the opportunity to realize that there's potential for barbecue in East LA. That it's not just an area for tacos and burritos and semitas. That there's room for good barbecue, and that's what led us to open this place.
What do you like about being an entrepreneur?
Nice things about that is that you can kind of say call the shots. You know when you can take a break, when you can't. However, on the flip side of that, there rarely is time for that because it is a lot of work. It's day and night, and you know that if things want to get done and you want them done right, you have to a lot of times do them yourself in order to succeed. So it does take a lot of your time, and it's a lot of personal sacrifice as myself and my family as well, because they're here helping. But I don't know. I don't think there's anything more rewarding as a business owner and entrepreneur to know that you've done something and succeeded at it and done it well. And I say if you want to do something and do it well, give it all you have, 100%. You can't split yourself thin or try to do more than one thing, because if not, you're not going to do anything well. You're just going to do everything pretty good. And that's one of the things we said here. We're going to put like all our eggs in one basket, and we're going to go for the gusto. But that is one of the nice things. The flexibility of being here. Sometimes if, let's say, we need to close early, we'll close early. We'll have people come in for us. I think being an entrepreneur, just knowing people in general, just having met so many people, being in this kind of a business, and it's very self-rewarding, very self-satisfying. And let's face it, in life there's employees and there's employers. And until an employee knows, or until an employee becomes an employer, they'll never know how hard it is to actually be a boss. Everybody thinks that, you're an entrepreneur, a boss, oh, you got it made. It's not the case. It took a lot of hard work and a lot of time and sacrifice to get to that point.
How has a failing economy affected your business?
When we opened this place, the recession was probably at its highest. The economy was bad, and it still is. I mean, you keep hearing that it's getting a little better. But because this was a new business, and we've been growing it little by little, maybe not as fast as it should be, but it is growing. It's kind of hard to judge how much the economy has affected us because we steadily keep increasing. Whereas businesses who have been on this corridor of the Metro Gold Line for so many years definitely have something to measure. In other words, they've been here and they've dropped down here because of the economy. So they can definitely say, when I used to make so much money, now I'm making this much money. And it's kind of ironic because me that I started from the bottom, it's like they were here and now they're here. We're all even, but we're moving together. You know, back we're all starting over in a sense.
How big is your business?
Well, for one, this is our one location. It's not huge. We have about a 30 people capacity inside of here. It is a mom and pop's restaurant. It's my wife and I, morning to close, pretty much 7 days a week. My daughters come in and help us on the evenings and the weekends. On the weekends, when it gets a little busier, we have some extra help that sometimes comes in to help us. But as far as the size of it, you know, we're pretty small. We're a pretty small business here in East LA, but we have a really big heart.
What is the target audience for your business?
Limits to it, in that everybody loves barbecue. If you know barbecue, the age limit is limitless. It's you know, kids come in who don't even like barbecue. They come in here and they enjoy it. So we'll target youth through the sports. We target the middle-aged because they're going to be eventually adults being consumers as well. And most adults do enjoy barbecue. And so we just try to target everyone with good food. Our main objective at times is just to get people in the door to try it. Once they come in the door and they try the food, they're pretty much going to come back. That's the kind of confidence that we have in our food, that we know they'll come back because they're going to enjoy it. Not only the food, but the atmosphere that we provide here.
How is your restaurant community oriented?
For one, it's a restaurant in the community that I grew up in. I grew up in this community. My family's been raised here pretty much. So we definitely build our business on being able to give back to the community. We've worked with all the schools, the local high schools, such as your school, Roosevelt, Garfield High School, Cantwell High School, Salesian High School, Cathedral High School. We've even gone as far as to Southgate High School. And we picked up East LA College as well as sponsors there. We do a lot of sponsorships with the schools. We help with fundraisers. We've sponsored programs. We do advertisements that help the programs by doing ads in the programs at the schools. We give gift certificates to the kids who participate in the sports programs. We've given meals away to sports programs. So I guess that's one of the biggest outreaches that we've done, is reaching out to the community through the schools and through the sports programs in the schools. In other ways we've done it is, one, we worked with Gloria Molina para los Niños program by doing meals for them. We've done programs for the PAL, Hollenbach Police Department, for high-risk kids. We've done programs with Mayor Villaraigosa for the Community Service Day, where basically people of the community come out to help clean their community. And us, along with Yoshinoya and Rudy's Baja Grill, we went out and we donated food to feed, I believe it was, I want to say it was 600 families or 600 people that day. We've worked with Sheriff Lee Baca's office, East Los Angeles Sheriffs. We've helped them with fundraisers. We've helped them to feed the officers for their community service days. National Night Out, which is a big community event where all the community is invited to a sheriff-sponsored event. We've been there to also support and donate. When the community realizes that, you know, this is a business that gives back to the community, and this is the kind of business that we want to support. And like I said, it's through goodwill. It's like I said before, it's in giving that you will receive. That's a prophetic thing. You know, it's something that God has taught us all. You know, if you give my children, I will give to you. I will help you. And He has, you know, in many ways.
Explain how the state tax collector is currently impacting your business.
That I realized is that you need to be definitely educated and know a lot about your business, especially from the tax part of it with the sales tax and the state. But the State Board of Equalization taught us a lesson in that if you don't pay your taxes for the sales tax, they could come in here and make your life as a business miserable, which they did. We were at the point of almost being shut down. We had people coming in here, sitting down and taking all our cash in a day. We've had levies on our accounts, from credit cards to bank accounts, and basically what a levy is it's a freeze on all your money. Any money that comes into the business is locked up and you have no access to it. So you can see that when you have no access to your cash flow, you're pretty much being told that you're going to be closed up. It's like being told go swim and your hands are tied. You can't swim. You're going to die.
Alright, I would like to say thank you and good luck, and I hope you success for your business.